Should I file for divorce or a legal separation in Albuquerque, New Mexico? You probably should file for a divorce. A lot of times people will file for a legal separation thinking, hey, this is like a divorce light. It's not as heavy as a divorce. Hey, we're not going to get a divorce. We're just going to get legally separated. Not as big of a deal. It won't be the long and drawn out process like a divorce. Wrong. A legal separation is the same procedural flow as a divorce. You still have to file a petition and serve the other person. You still have to exchange all your financial information. You're still going to need a marital settlement agreement that divides your community assets and debts and deals with alimony. And you're also going to need a parenting plan if children are involved that deals with custody, time sharing, and child support. You're still going to have to divide your retirement accounts. But at the end of the road, there's not going to be the pot of gold that you thought potentially, thinking that it would be an easier process, because a legal separation entails the same process as a divorce. So very rarely do people file for a legal separation when they find out that it's not an easier, more fun, less stressful process. It's the same process. And even when a legal separation is filed, a lot of times by the time it's granted, by the final decree, it will be transferred over into a divorce, because the parties may start amicably and they can end up very contentious by the end of the legal separation. So most of the time in Albuquerque, New Mexico, married couples will file for divorce. And even when a legal separation is started or initiated, by the end of the process, a lot of times it will result in a final decree, or they'll transfer it over into a divorce, because the process is the same process, whether it's a legal separation or a divorce in New Mexico.